Welcome back. It is time for Corner Table, our exclusive theater review segment. It features legendary critic John Simon and actor and director Justin Brown. Simon wrote for New York Magazine for more than 35 years. He's also written for the New York Times and the Washington Post, amongst others. And tonight they look at a new musical called The Cher Show.
Hello, Corner Table friends. Hi, John.
Hi.
How are you?
Wonderful.
Love that. Tonight we're talking about The Cher Show. It's at the Neil Simon Theater. It's kind of self-explanatory. It's all about Cher. John, I want you to tell me, what are your thoughts, opinions?
Well, I think these jukebox musicals are a problem because the numbers that were performed originally by the person, whether it's Miss Summer or Miss Cher or whoever else it is, it's always a problem how to make such a thing interesting, because those lives were not necessarily spectacular. Also, when the person isn't dead, which in the case of Summer was helpful, but in the case of Cher is a problem, because you have to be fairly nice. You can't be as objective or as penetrating or as critical as you would be of a dead person. So in the meantime, you wonder at Stephanie J. Block's ability to impersonate Cher, which is very great.
Yeah.
But it belongs in a nightclub, not on a stage.
I agree. There was something very Vegas about this show. And just as clarification, we've got Stephanie J. Block, Teal Wicks, and Michaela Diamond playing 3 versions of Cher throughout her life, youngest, middle adulthood to her later years, much like Donna Summer. I don't like that these shows are going to be compared to one another, because I don't like doing that. I like looking at things very independently, very individual, but you can't help but to feel a comparison to the two. Though I do think while both are not shining examples of theater in any way, shape, or form, this one is far superior for me than the Donna Summer show, simply because I felt like it didn't take itself too seriously at certain points. There was humor. There was decent book writing in certain places where there were small scenes, and I felt like the music fit much better than in Summer. However, I agree with you. These jukebox legacy musicals are a little tired to me.
Yes. Well, they show that people are unable to come up with new things. They have to revive old things in a slightly different form, which is a kind of admission of bankruptcy of sort.
Right.
Anyway, it's not a terrible show, but it's not an exciting show either.
It definitely feels like Cher's show told from Cher's perspective, kind of analyzing everything from a Cher positive point of view. But at the same time, it was a great reminder that we wouldn't have some of the pop cultural freedoms that we have today in aestheticism without the Cher and Bob Mackie relationship.
I don't know, in real life it may have been quite fascinating, but as it comes out on stage, it's a little too tame.
I agree. The one thing that I really appreciated and I thought was incredibly profound and exciting was the show engaging Chaz Bono as Chaz Bono the entire time, not discussing him in his previous gender or how his gender was assigned at birth, simply talking about him as her son the entire time. That was really exciting. But Corner Table friends, we're gonna wrap it up and say that it was a fun night out at the theater, but not necessarily anything artistically harrowing. Thank you guys so much.
That's going to do it for us tonight and for this week here on RFL. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you right back here Monday night at 6 for another edition of RFL. Till then, have a great weekend, everybody.